Dude, I love skate shops. I was basically molded by our local skate shop. I spent all my time after school there. I learned about business and community there, but unfortunately, most skate shops don't make really any money. It is a grind. I think in the last 10 years, over half the skate shops in the country shut down. You don't get into it because it's lucrative. It has to be a passion project. But VF Corporation just bought a skate shop for $2.1 billion. That's $400 million more than Google bought YouTube for. I mean, I know I gotta think about inflation and all that, but still. Now I know that number seems just insane and almost incomprehensible, but it's very much real. There's article after article about this acquisition. So how? How do most skate shops go under while this one sells for $2 billion? Well, that's what this video is about. Also, VF Corporation owns a lot of outdoor lifestyle brands like JanSport, Dickies, North Face, Vans. So they're definitely interested in brands that are affiliated with skateboarding, even though none of these brands actually started off in skateboarding. But speaking of Vans, should we take a look at all the shoes? There's 4 pairs. I feel like I'm I do this. So the outfit is basically just all black and gray, so I can pretty much just wear any of these things. I have a green accent of my shirt, which is why I bought the green shoes. I'm always wearing green shirts. And this also has that, but I might just keep these not for skateboarding for once in my entire life. Or, which is maybe what I'm gonna go with, is trying these new Kyle Walkers. These shoes are kind of insane, if you can't tell. So today we're gonna try to find some spots that are covered because it is raining. We're going on an adventure, but we're also going to try to uncover why this skate shop sold for so much money. And by the way, the skate shop is called Supreme. Right now the shoes definitely feel tight on my feet, but it feels awesome not to have to lace and not to have to worry about laces ripping. So I am super all for this so far, but let's see how the actual skating goes. I'm not sure how, but there's a bunch of dirt like building up on all of my wheels. It's really weird, but it's like slowing me down. So these shoes are just incredible. I've tried Kyle Walkers before and I love them, but sometimes they seem just a little too bulky, but these are so good. And I love the fact that laces will never tear. By the way, someone got upset at me the other day because I said something like that, like, oh, these things are awesome. And people were like, I don't know if this is sponsored, if you're secretly doing a brand deal. I would never do that because I could literally like pay a massive fine if I lied about my sponsorships. So every time there's a sponsor, I say ad. I've never been sponsored by Vans. I don't even know if they know who I am or if I exist, but these shoes are awesome. So a friend of mine actually sent me the link to the next skate spot, and it's gonna be a parking garage that is about 20 minutes east. But before that, let's uncover this Supreme thing. I'm gonna save my personal opinions until the end. Right now, I'm just gonna go over an article by QZ. Can Supreme survive its acquisition by VF Corp? Chatter among fashion followers went into overdrive yesterday when VF Corp announced it would acquire Supreme for $2.1 billion. For Supreme, the move could hardly seem more opposed to its ethos. Since its origin as a single New York shop selling to the local skate community, its success has been based on its independent and uncompromising attitude. I have an opinion about all this, but let's do the article first. It was already a surprise when founder James Jebbia sold half the business in 2017 to a private equity firm, Carlyle Group. There was some controversy with that because Carlyle Group actually had invested in Bin Laden in the past, I think. So not a company with a good reputation, but to now have a large publicly traded conglomerate take over was even more of a shock. Was it though? Okay, personal opinions at the end. It raises the question of whether Supreme can endure or if the brand will lose the elements that made it desirable in the first place. Jebbia himself once told the New York Times, Supreme needs to be cool to survive. Okay, Okay, short answer is the brand probably can survive depending on how you define cool. Obviously. In reality, Supreme ditched its cult status long ago. By 2017, the year it partnered with Louis Vuitton on a high-profile collaboration, it was well known far beyond the skate community. Sales had reached roughly $200 million according to VF Corp, and were still growing fast. To skaters and fashion insiders, whatever subculture appeal it had was already long gone. Okay, yeah. Analysis at investment from UBS shared this concern in a research note to clients today, pointing to the risk that VF Corp could have trouble maintaining Supreme's scarcity value. But that doesn't have to be how the story plays out. While the study found mass cool brands such as Nike lose points in areas such as autonomy and rebelliousness, they can still be seen as cool and conferring status. They also tend to be more profitable, command a higher price premium, and control more market share. The market understands how VF works with our branded portfolio, and we do not dictate what our businesses do. Markets such as China and Korea still offer a lot of opportunity for growth. VF Corp projects it will do more than $500 million in sales and expects a brand can easily reach more than $1 billion in annual sales. Supreme, that's the brand. Now, I obviously have a lot to say about this, being a skateboarder who grew up in skateboarding 100%. I remember when Supreme was, you know what, it was honestly never really cool to someone like me because of what I'm gonna talk about, but let's go to this spot, check it out, and then try to finish these thoughts. So we're going in this garage right here, and apparently this spot can either be a massive bust or you can skate for hours. It's a gamble, but it is Sunday, so I feel like there are no cars anywhere. I feel like we're gooch to gooch. I'm looking at the spot right now. It says it's underground. All right, let's just keep going under and see where it is. Is that it? I think that's the spot over there. How do I get over there? Stairs? Hello. Like 100% wet. Whoa, this place is amazing. Dang, dude. But look how sick this ledge is. What the hell? It really is completely soaked. I mean, there's not a single part of it I've seen that even is slightly dry. There's even this gap right here, like over the rail. That is so cool. And you can go up the rail. It's sketchy, but you can also grind this into this little bank and proceed that way. And even this ledge right here is kind of good. It is metal, it just looks a little chunk. I mean, these are kind of cool. Worst case scenario. Let's go look over at this garage, and if there's nothing there, we're just gonna skate those cute little orange curbs. The whole garage is soaked. Okay, let's go back to the thing. I'm gonna have to ollie into it rather than just slapping it and hitting it hard, because the ground's so wet. When I do that extra my wheels just slip out, so I'm gonna have to ollie into all the tricks. Story short, Supreme's marketing doesn't appeal to someone like me. At the end of the day, we're just people who marketing appeals to, and some brands just work for certain people and they don't work for certain people, and I've never been someone that Supreme's marketing intrigued at all. I feel like the exclusive nature of brands being able to sell things out in like 2 seconds, especially with all these new brands who buy like 3 shirts, sell out right away and go, oh my God, we're in such high demand because we sold 3 shirts, and they basically just become bigger because of that hype culture. And although that's how the world works, it's just like, seems goofy when it's like in such plain sight. I'm also someone who likes to give money to friends. So a lot of my friends actually start companies, and they have a lot of clothing companies, a lot of YouTubers start brands and merchandise. And I love buying that and supporting that because I know exactly where my money's going. It's not like this weird thing in the air where I'm like, I don't know who owns the brand, who's getting the money, what goes on in the brand. I like to kind of support the homies. I know that's hypocritical because I'm wearing Vans, and that's owned by the same company who owns Supreme now, but if a friend of mine started a shoe company that was just a little less good looking, a little less comfortable than Vans, I would actually prefer that shoe brand. Kind of like Braille. Braille just started a shoe brand, and I'll probably end up wearing some of those shoes because I know exactly where the money's going. It's going 100% into skateboarding, not into like skateboarders who eventually want to be models, who eventually want to be Hollywood, who, you know, it's just like people who want to skate forever. And that is like, you know, what I resonate with. I actually do think Supreme is going to grow exponentially because I don't really think it needs the American market as much. I think America is kind of pulling out of Supreme as a whole, but they are appealing heavily to places like Korea and China. Bands like BTS, who are arguably more popular than the Beatles ever were, they wear Supreme. Some of the most famous actors in Korea wear Supreme. And I'm talking about these people have numbers bigger than people like Kim Kardashian. Like, there are people in Korea who are more famous than almost anyone in America, and they wear Supreme. That being said, don't listen to me at all. I'm not cool by any measure. I just like what I like, and if you like what you like, that is just as cool in every possible way. And if you like being part of the hype culture and it makes you feel happy and like you're having fun and you're on an adventure, just keep doing that, because at the end of the day, seriously, what do I know? I am just a dude who was alone in a parking lot skateboarding. I don't know, I don't think I would know what cool was if it punched me in the esophagus. But also, speaking of skating alone, you know, I was about to go on this personal tangent, but you don't have time for that. I'm gonna save that for my Instagram story, so if you're not already following me on Instagram, @JohnHill, follow me there for all like the more personal anecdotes of life, why we haven't skated with anyone since we've been in Texas. There's a lot happening. It's really chaotic right now, but you know what? I'm still skating and filming videos in between because that's what I do. Please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Every, you know, whatever, links in the description down below if you wanna check out what I'm doing. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it!